I mean, I used to be really good at math, so we'll see how I do. You have so many weaknesses. Shush. Shush your mouth. Okay, here we go. Okay. Just a tiny bit. All right. Start pursuit. Right hand setting, yeah, okay, and then arrows. Proceed. Okay, cool. Select pursuit route. Depending on the route, you will get different experience. Okay, well, we'll do the only one we can. Breaking boundaries. Kuromko route. What's bio? Oh. Formerly beta... I'm not even gonna pretend to be able to say those words, oh my god. Named the Black Magnum, formerly the Shadow Magnum, he attained this moniker by defeating Kikuya Otsuri, the one who formerly earned that title. He wears a purple-black jet armor that enhances not just his speed, but his prowess and technique. Okay, I'm not gonna read all this just because I want to get into the game, so I don't, like... How would you feel if I just read all of the lore of your game and didn't have enough time to play the game? You know what I mean? Alright, let us proceed. Yes. That'd be funny. Skip intro. For jam judging, it's strongly advised to skip the intro. Okay, well, I'm gonna follow with the game. I assume it's just like story stuff. So we're gonna make up our own story. I'm gonna do math. Let's fight people. There's your intro. And here we are. The helmet's automatically equipped into, meaning summoning my armor for the realm of dreams is still feasible. You're here, and I thought you would just be halted by all sorts of yokai foes. Well, this is a surprise for once. You're actually wearing Yoroi armor as well. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering these words. Quiz. It was granted to me by my benefactor, but enough posturing. We need to go. Time is of the essence. The power was granted to me back then. The white aura that I inherited. It allowed me to break my normal limits like enhanced spiritual prowess and even astral project myself into the realms beyond the boundaries of what is possible. I've been into this realm countless times in order to supplement my wealth. It honestly surprised me how effective the dreamlands are at influencing the real world. But this is the first time I'll ever head off alongside a revenant of the past. Today is certainly reaching beyond my expectations. He said it! Sorry. Not that be, I know, right? That's okay. I'll allow it, Raimi. Alright. My name is, Kuromako. Monikered in my old life as the Black Magnum. I have the power, using my armor that I gained from the Onigashima wars I participated 7 years ago, in order to follow my daimyo's orders. Daimyos. Of course, I failed in my duty, and now I'm free to live as I see fit in this new world. Now I'm being straddled along to deal with some business from a former foe of mine in order to find out the truth that I thought would never come to fruition. Yet here I am, returning to the line of duty on a more serious capacity once more. What will fate have in store for me? This is the place. There's a torii gate-like structure with two paths. One with a portal hued purple, and the other hued green. Kuromako? Is that you? Okay, wow. Today's been a whirlwind of surprises, isn't it? What are the odds we would see each other again after so long? Wow. Fate really throws in quite a surprise for us. Oh? Is this one of your old colleagues you told me a while back? Akaramombo? Ah! Oh, there's a translation thing in the traditional Japanese hat. Crab Festival. Yeah, his name's Komoriko. Kromko. Oh my god, I am so terrible at pronunciation. I'm so sorry. The Oni that owns the seafood brand Kana Matsuri and many other seafood companies. You've tried one of his brand-made shrimp crackers before. Oh, right. That stuff actually tastes like actual luxury crab, too. Mmm. Good to know you introduced a product of mine to a close acquaintance of yours, Akarambo. So, why are you here? What's with the blue-armored lady? Fujisaki Fujishiro, formerly one of your faction's enemies. Oi. Why'd you bother introducing to him like that? Now he's gonna get the wrong idea. Huh. Really now? Though you're now asking, Krumko for help? I wish I wasn't given much of a choice regarding who I can ask for help, and I'm not about to handle everything by myself. I see. I didn't think that, Akarambo would be so mature about all this. He's changed a lot the last time we met. Then again, I sense that he's holding back as much of his anger as possible, and I wouldn't even blame him for it. But by the way, this here's, Chikaze. She's my girlfriend. Yep, this big softy here's my boyfriend, but technically he's more of my muscle security. Phoenix. Ouch, well, you're not wrong about that. Oh, well, congratulations then to you, Akarambo. What about you? Is it the samurai or... No. Well, you heard the lady. I would have thought you'd be more upset about it. We literally just met and entered this realm. Actually, how do you enter this realm? That'd be my Oni lineage and my dad's dreamscape machine he crafted. He sent both of us here to find the, Ryukagoku. She meant an emerald bracelet that was used to expose a weakness in our green fields and drain all life out of our crops. It's Barry. So that's why we're here. What about you? We're here to infiltrate this place so we can nab the Murasaki no Tama from the bastard inside this domain. If he can fully harness it to its full potential, he might very well warp reality to his whims. Phoenix. Wow, the guy you're chasing after must be a grade A-hole then. Indeed. So clearly we both somehow got two jewels to find in the same Torii Gate. I wonder if there's a connection there. Although by the looks of it, you're looking for the emerald, which is likely to be in the green portal. Ours is in the purple one if color is of any indication. Perhaps so. But we should put a pin in that. We should get moving. Time is of the essence after all. And good luck, Karambo. And you as well, Chikaze. Aw, thanks, you too. Was that one of the 4 Oni generals of your Onigashima? Yeah. The blue-haired brat you mentioned. Karambo, me, and a blue one by the name of, Aogashi. Clearly, you're the one responsible of the 3. You're the responsible of the 3, by the looks of it. Karambo seems more like a loyal pet than an actual leader. That's your assumption of him. He's more than just your average brute, I can assure you of that. Perhaps. Now let's get a move on. We've got our own issues to deal with here in this domain. 2 + 2 is 4. 2 + 2 is 4. Right. Math. What is this place? Seems like he's already started his little experiments. I sense tormented souls left and right. You'd think you'd be able to just control a few, not this many. Can you pull through this malaise of torment, Kormko? We're going to have to purify these tormented souls in order for the path to open further. Eliminates. No problem. I'll support you the best I can. Then this shall be our first bout of purification. Prepare yourself. Okay. Save. Sweet. Sorry, we're going to... You! Barry! For Jam Judgment, it is strongly recommended to do Hawk mode. You know, I can't fault you for that. Minus 10 points. No, okay, for those who don't like counting and want easier count comparisons, you got it in 4K base. Okay. Alright, I presume you're not familiar with the purification process then? I'll help you cover the basics if you want. No, remind me, because this is different. Okay, so the point here is to purify all the enemy's negative energies. The enemy's negative value will be shown in that red circle at the center. That helmet can display HUDs, right? Yeah, I can see it. You can also see that there are 4 different spiritual directions you can input in your mind below it. They come into values of 4. For brevity's sake, we'll call them SV, or spirit values. The point is to choose one that has a higher SV than the enemy's. There's a chance that more than one SV direction has a higher value. All you gotta do is choose one. We can't choose both. If you got it right, the bar at the top will increase. Reach 100% and they're purified. That's our goal here. Though keep in mind that if you pick the wrong one, the spirit will drain our essence. All we have are our armor skills. We cannot rely on items, so do keep that in mind. Okay, it's pretty simple, pretty basic, but also seems kind of robust. Do we call an ambulance to the morgue? Quiz. One other thing. If you're struggling for answers, you can use my ability or yours to disrupt the rate of the negative influence. Okay, click the face use. Okay, so. Divine, reduce enemies SV 2 times. I can boost the purification amount significantly each successive attempt, even if it's only temporary. Just hover over the one shown on the bottom of the HUD and it will display what I can do. Then just tap on it for us to use our skills. Okay. You cover all users that too? Okay, cool. Cooldown 25. In my case, I can boost the values of our spirit to go beyond the limits of what's possible. I can also heal our spirit energy on the right, so I'll heal. Okay. Sure, there are things that get dicey. My little crab magic would restore our stamina immensely. That's all I have to say for now. I'm sure the rules may change over time, so just keep the basics in mind. Let's begin the purification. Can you keep up with me, Oni? Definitely. I haven't been slacking off when it comes to using spiritual powers, after all. Okay, so... Oh, okay. They're all bigger. Like, wait. So I got one of them down. There's 2 more that need our attention. Okay. So required seeding energy is much higher than the last foe. There should be just one solution still. Keep your guard up and focus. They're all higher though. Okay, there we go. Okay, now it's getting a little... think a little, okay. There we go. Got him. Nicely done. Just one more to go. What in the name of Nakaru? Why did the HUD show up an equation all of a sudden? Equation, oh no. Equation. These tormented spirits. I can sense they're adapting to our purification process. Now it's the math time! Guess they do intend to cause more annoyances. No matter, we'll break through all the same. Speaking of the ones that I know are the actual, like, way, way, way higher than... so I don't screw up too much. That was a boss fight. Looks like you've managed to clear them out. Hold on. I see something up ahead. And that one looks different from the rest. Oh wait, that wasn't the boss fight. Wait. This tormented soul. Could it be? So, that bastard really brought him here. This soul is your younger brother, isn't it? Oh, damn. That's right. Sashori Fujishiro. He was killed alongside me, but his soul instead remains here in this Naraku by the Tama's will. Tamenobu wants to break me so that no vestiges of my will remain, but his choice only strengthens my resolve. Peachy. So what are we gonna do about him? He's not going to be sane just by beating him up, clearly. And if we purify him, he's going to be sent off to the afterlife's procession. In addition, unlike the rest of the souls, I sense that his soul is tightly tethered to Tamenobu's domain more strongly than the rest. It's not going to be easy to purify him, unlike the others. I will use a part of my sacred energy to purify his existence and release the grip from Tamenobu's hands. But the issue lies in the fact that Tamenobu expects this and would create countermeasures to prevent me from doing so. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Lemons later, not today, but eventually. It's one of the games I was given in my batch. As long as my energy is the one he detects, he will be able to negate my attempts. I might be able to restore his energy as well, perhaps using the Megado that's inside me. Because I'm an unknown to him, it's possible that using my own spiritual resonance can disrupt his flow, because he's never dealt with me before until now. And I highly doubt even with the jewel amping his abilities up, he'll be able to factor me using anything like you do. He would think I'm just some average Oni brute. I presume this is a new technique you've learned after defeating me and my Ototo? Then? Yes. Using your sacred power and my Megado energy could synchronize his soul enough to override Taminobu's influence, but we will need to exceed his will. Now let us show him both the will of his strength and suffering sister, and the Black Magnum's ultimate might. Very well. Let's get started then. This one has a time limit. Yeah, of course we're gonna do the Hawk mode. What is this feeling of miasma? Crap. I remember your brother deals with poisons, right? Is he using his technique against us? This is bad. We're on the clock then. We must hurry. His shriek is disrupting the purification flow. It's adapting just like the other spirits. No, I won't lose you here, Ototo-san. I'll break through this bastard's curse from you. Negative. There was a negative number. Oh wait, I can't count! Oh no! Help! We're getting close. There's some lucidity in him. We can surpass this curse. Another equation. We're gonna have to really focus on finding the superior number. No match shall stand in my way. Not even this. Hawk mode is really no joke. Hey, dummy. Here you go. Wow. Yeah, Fujisaki Kitchen! You won't win! No! No. Damn it. Is there no other way? Is this what's going to be the expected outcome? To lose to him? The Taminobu is just toying with us. He gave a sliver of hope only to wrest control back using the jewel's power. I don't like what I'm going to say to her, but she's going to have to make this decision for him. Fujisaki Fujishiro, I'm going to ask you this seriously. I have a way to completely negate the curse entirely by amplifying my Megado output even further beyond alongside your sacred energy. This will set your brother free, but I'm warning you right now. I use this. There's no telling what the after effects will happen. For all I know, he might turn out even worse than you thought. You still want to go through with it? Okay, good luck, Raimi. Do it. I'm not going to lose my last revenant of connection to this scum. As you wish. Now focus your energy. We'll do this together. Fine. Oh. It's above the... Okay, yeah. Like, I thought it started at 0 and then, like, yeah. Where am I? You have two options. Die and be forgotten, or live and be reborn beyond your expectations. There it is again. Make your choice. Time is of the essence. What kind of options are those? If the options are to live and to die, I'd obviously want to live. I see. Then I shall inherit you a splice of my being onto you. Now live your new life. Whoa! Ototo-san, you're awake. Ototo, younger brother. All according to Kikaiku. Kikaiku means plan. Nissan? Thank goodness. I thought you'd never wake up. I didn't think I'd be seeing you again. I thought you were dead too. I still am. But you were still tormented by Taminobu. So I had to purify you. I see. Hey, wait a sec. Is that... Hey, kid. Isn't that the Oni samurai from back then? The Black Magnum? Why is he here, Nissan? Long story. I'll tell you about it later. Hey, I have to ask. Why do you look at me so nervously? Did I do something wrong? Kikaiku? I don't know. This is me we're talking about, Quiz. I can't pronounce anything. I can barely speak English. Look at your hands. What about my hands? Oh, okay, he changed a little. Why am I blue? What's going on here? I need a mirror. I turned into a yokai? What? How? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to completely purify you. So I had Kuro Nigozo, now named Chromiko, use his Megado power to an override to set you free. I am butchering so many words. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Quiz. You just pronounced everything perfect. No, I didn't, Quarian! Don't gaslight me! As a result, well, because you're injected with Oni energy, you've lost traces of your human skin in the process. So I'm this Nizu yokai thing? I'm sorry. I thought I'd be able to save you on my own, but I can't. And don't blame Chromko for this. If it wasn't for his aid, you would have been tormented even further by Taminobu, and your soul will be processed. I didn't want to lose you yet. I don't really mind if the king would hold a grudge against me for shedding his humanity aside, but it doesn't seem like he's got that torn about it. He's that torn about it. I must confess, though, I thought you'd be set free and not be brought back to life again. Chromko's Megado is certainly something else. No, that's fine. I'll live with this. Honestly, I was such a weakling. I'd let myself get caught by Taminobu and Nissan had to see me suffer. I can't let that happen again. I know you've got a lot on your mind with all these new developments, but we need to move. Taminobu might have noticed our presence by now. Yeah, Barry's been here, Honey Nut. You probably have questions about me and our current situation, too. We'll give you a rundown as we proceed, so we should mosey on out of this stratum. I have to agree with him. I'm sorry for forcing you to spring into action so soon, but we can't waste this chance. Right, I can move. Let's go. Wait, this is... It's our old home base. Honestly, is he planning to catch us off guard using nostalgia or something? It doesn't matter now. As far as I'm concerned, this house is long gone now in the real world. I see. What's this? It has my name on it? Seems like this box is for me. It's my hole! It was made for me! What is this thing? Whoa! Clothing! We are no longer indecent. Did I just get myself a... Yoroi, like Chromko-san and Nissan? Whoa, so cool and golden and shiny! Fits my build to a T, too. How convenient. Well, this is unexpected. So shiny and so comfy. Wow, I'm not sure how to feel about this. This Yoroi signature design. It's an Oni Yoroi. Yoroi. Doesn't seem like it's Taminobu's handiwork or even anyone I know. Well, this begs the question, why did Taminobu leave this for us? If anything, giving Sasori demon armor like this would be detrimental to his plans. Tilted ear protection. Perhaps this wasn't left by him, and after screening the area, I sensed that this place doesn't seem to radiate any dangerous entities. If it's not him, then who could it even be? I don't know, but whomever it is, I thank you for this awesome blessing. Now I have one just like Nissan. Frankly, I suppose it's best you get a set of protective armor as well. Oh, excuse me. At least you're not going to be completely vulnerable. Are you saying my base form isn't giving me a boost in power or something, Nissan? I know I'm saying like Nissan, like the car. I don't know if it's supposed to be pronounced the same way or not. I'm trying here. I'm struggling for my life. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. Clearly, this is quite the enigma. But the best thing to do is just leave this matter for now and progress onward. It looks like the path is now open. Guess you were forced into wearing it. Sasori Ototo-san. You got it correct. I don't know if I trust you, Quarian. Magical girl sequence, let's go. Oh, Nissan! Nissan! Right, I'll make sure to use this newfound power to help you take out Taminobu. We're back in the arena again. And is that a tea set? The Fujishiro siblings are back, albeit one of them is no longer human, and then an Oni as well. How fascinating. An apparition. Violence isn't going to work on him. His outfit screams high-class authoritarian, and are likely a roadblock to Taminobu's domain. Taminobu's. You're the Black Magnum, right? Suguru Taminobu-sama was able to figure you out. It's a pleasure meeting the Oni that faced the Fujishiros and remained victorious. Although I'm more fascinated by the fact that you were the 4 Oni warlords of Onigashima, while the other one, Akarambo, is in the Emerald Field instead. So this domain and the one Akarambo went are linked. Those who started this domain have access to the other one based on what he said. I would be concerned that he's aware of what my past occupation was, but considering that the proprietor of the jewel can warp spirits in reality, gathering intel on my Onigashima activities isn't really much of an issue. I am known as Badamatsu. Taminobu-sama hired me to essentially buy him some time. In other words, you're not really on his side at all. Your loyalty is bought. Indeed, he's my shogun. By proxy, I'm simply just advocating for his wishes. He has paid on an intel fee for my empire's expansion. Which means he's negotiable. I think there might be a non-violent solution to all this. You would sell yourself to that bastard? Nope. He simply pays me well. I just followed the bigger fish. That's a purple I approve. Considering he's nothing more than an apparition, he'll just recover quickly and ad infinitum. But I have a plan. I've been preparing for circumstances like these in this realm beyond. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to negotiate for your services. And how you proceed with such negotiations, Black Magnum. Give me the race that Taminobu paid for your conscription. I'll exceed those numbers and pay you more. Wait, what? Why are you negotiating with him? I see what you're planning here, Kuramago. How devious. How devious. What would you be able to offer me that is worth such betrayal to my shogun? I don't know. Why don't you and I discuss the finer details then? Oh, your words do not ring hollow then. Very well, I shall humor you. Let us discuss over a nice cup of tea, shall we? I've got a seafood offering of my own too, if you don't mind. Not at all. Let us not waste any more time and begin. Okay, all that's fixed at 40. Ignore exchange rates. Oh no! Well, let's just negotiations. So, what sort of currency do you like? Would you like for me to handle you with? For convenience sake, let's just use the 3 imperial regalias as the asset currency, namely the Magatama, the Miroyata, and the Kusanagi blade. Your goal is simple: make sure all 3 stocks of assets are superior to mine. I've taken the liberty to convert whatever assets you own into these 3 sectors using an intuitive exchange rate. It's less cumbersome on your end. I appreciate the aid. In truth, he has the authority to hand out any exchange rate as he pleases, meaning at some periods, some assets will have weaker exchange rates than others. Meaning I gotta be wise on how I distribute my assets to the allocated stocks. Oh, whereas Hawkmode is like, oh, they're all the same! Ha ha ha, you dummy! I generally have 10 of these crap assets I can place into one of those stocks. Although, Megiddo's concepts in this realm are flexible, I can actually haggle the asset values infinitely using the Megiddo's power without him knowing. Should his assets prove too difficult for the exchange rate, using that could be an option. I can also have Fujisaki and Sasori influence the enemy's values as well. Their effects are displayed in the HUD. They might turn the tide immensely. Just pay attention to the exchange rate and pick the right stocks to trade his assets with. Okay, should I reset all transaction? No, I'm looking here. Oh, he's reset all once Reduce enemies' assets values by 5, and pay 2 times crabs, get plus Y times X with the next asset. Huh? Wait, I think I could do something with this little crab tablet thing. Okay. So 4 to I guess. Wait, what do you think you're doing, Nezuoni? Maybe I shouldn't test my luck anymore. Oh, up and down to select the asset. Okay. Oh, whoa, we got a ton. But they're all 45, so. Okay, so we have to. Nicely done. Your assets are superior to mine's. I see. Okay. Okay, so we're basically playing on easy mode. I get the game now. You basically, he has his values. You have 10 crab things to convert into whatever they're going to be. And you just have to make sure that all of your assets are more than his, and he will outbid him. Well done. I'm impressed. You exceeded my lofty expectations. I suppose my services are now yours now. How is it possible? How could your wealth exceed even the amethyst's will? Sweet Kami-sama, I didn't know the Black Magnum is this loaded. Sweet Kami-sama, sweet God. You'd be surprised, Ototo. I've seen his 20 seafood factories under his property before I met him in person, all professionally led and managed. He has how many factories? Guess my gut was right on the money this time. Taminobu hasn't fully mastered the jewel's full potential, meaning that his influence hasn't fully capable of outwitting mine yet. For your personality, you're the ones who follow the bigger bidder, and the odds are 50-50. So who are you going to bet on? Serving Taminobu and risk losing the amethyst benefits, or betray him and soon you get all this from my pocket? I thought you were nothing more than just a ronin with no propriety of any value. Huh. Perhaps I underestimated you. Your impressions of me weren't what you expected then. I thought I was just a lonely servant of the old Enma-sama. That and more so. Fine then. I'll put in my wager on you. I'll open the path to his domain. Sweet Amaterasu. He managed to conclude the business transaction without getting violent. Although I must say, my expectations exceeded with you as well, Fujishiro. You would think that you would harbor hatred towards me. Especially since I followed your, to put it mildly, abuser. Don't get me wrong, I do. But meaningless revenge is a pointless endeavor. And you think Taminobu deserves your wrath? I was able to commune with his soul when I died. He gave me all I needed to hear for myself. Who is this him? Could it be your husband? Not another word. As I suspected, talking about love with her is a sore subject. Clearly, I'd best keep quiet. Nissan? He's in a better place now, don't worry. That was for Quarian. Besides, torturing you is far too cumbersome. I don't have the resources or the time for it. Because you were given borrowed time, yes? What? Now stop wasting our time. I might change my mind if you're delaying things with all this talk. What a frightening woman. The gate is now open. Woo! He's waiting for you up ahead. Take care, Fujishiro siblings and Black Magnum. Nissan, I know you're worried about my leftover time, but I'm not going to get all sappy with you, so let's just go. Can you at least tell me how long? Probably by the time I beat Tominobu's butt down. This Yoroi is actually buying me some time. But I just got you back, and you're going to... I suppose I am a hypocrite for not extending the same to my fate as it is to yours. But honestly, I'm pretty content with my life past this point anyways. At the very least, within this borrowed time, I was able to grant you a new life starting from zero. And that's what matters. You're amazing, Nissan. I know I am. Come on now. You said yourself, we've got no time. My little Ototo needs to be aware that I'm not regretting my decisions, otherwise he might get the wrong idea and think that I want to be saved. I can spare a minute for a speech at least. Fair point. I apologize for making it seem like I'm rushing. You're fine, Chromco. Besides, if it weren't for your monetary sacrifice, we wouldn't buy that apparition out of Taminobu's grasp. Just remember the end of your bargain as well. I haven't forgotten. I'm not yawning because of the game. I want to make that very apparent. It's just when I work all day and it's been a long, hard day, so. I suppose she's not going to trust me enough to hand them over right now, even after I paid so much assets. She's definitely someone who's not going to blindly hand over trusted info even after goodwill was shown. Betrayal could run deep here. But I'm no psychologist and I'm not about to overstep my boundaries with her. I wonder what they're talking about. She intentionally kept distance from me just so I wouldn't hear. I'm afraid I've got good hearing though. Fujisaki. That's the story. The voice told me to find Kuromako. He guided me and kept tabs with developments regarding Taminobu's activities, but he can't really help me directly. That's awful. I can't believe you had to stab yourself just to make sure Taminobu doesn't make you his... toy. A voice, huh? I wonder who it could be. He's a disgusting, lustful pig that deserves retribution. I'm honestly glad that the Death Warlock gave me this opportunity. I'll make sure to savor every single moment breaking him. Okay, this is getting vague. I don't think I'll get anything more useful out of her from this conversation. Best to interrupt her talk now. Twerk like I'm dead every day, Wrath. You know, for someone who holds the power of the Sacred Arrow, you have an awfully violent and vengeful countenance. Blame him for how he ended up. He made both Sasori Ototo-san and I suffer. You can't be fully human anymore thanks to him, but at least in this borrowed time, I'm glad that at least we got to enact our vengeance together. Nissan, you had to carry the burden so much for me and for the Fujishiro clan. I wish I could be like you. I'll promise I'll protect you this... I appreciate the sentiment, but this gesture of protection is unnecessary. I genuinely would like to surpass him on my own terms. After my humiliating failure not being able to purify you, I have to learn and be better than him. Surpass his might and prowess at all costs. I understand. I'll respect your wish. Looks like their bond is as strong as ever. Platonically, though. She never seemed to be the romantic type anyhow. Considering what happened to her husband, it's a sore subject, and none of my concern anyway. This is it. Once we're in, Taminobu and the jewels should be up ahead. Should we just get the cheesy final speech out of the way? No, we're not that close. The courtly speeches of hope and friendship aren't my jam. Then I'll only say this. No matter what happens, Nissan, I'm glad I get to see you. Let's finish our little unfinished business once and for all. Hug. Whoa! Nissan? So she's granting me knowledge? Although, why is she hugging me more tightly than usual? She's never this emotional on me. If anything happens to me, give that info to him when the Taminobu was done and dusted, okay? And don't ask any questions about this, please. Is this the deal that Chromco meant? That means... Right. Okay then. Let's do this. You can come here now, Chromco. So she grants Yoroi the knowledge of my deal, huh? Which means as long as both of them are alive, they can give me what I want. Although, I get the feeling that's not the only reason why she's hugging him. I want to say I'll protect them both, but clearly the sister's not taking any chances and is being pragmatic about all of this. Well, then I'll just have to do my best in there. Facing the actual belly of the beast is going to up the ante quite a bit. Now we have multiplication. I figured it's about time you showed up, my doll. You're as delusional as ever. You never change. No, wait. Actually, I'm gonna give him a better. I already know that you're coming. My little informant told me all I need to know. But no matter. With the Amethyst power, you have all the authority in the world to exercise your full might. We get the pre-battle banter already. Shall we just get to the fighting then? How impatient and arrogant of you to predict what I'm about to say. Pray tell, why is there an Oni among your entourage? Perry. Big calculus guns. An Oni is far more of an angel than you slimy bastard. But he's got a point. I'll have my chance to sink those arrows into you once and for all. Not just for my satisfaction, but for what you put my Ototo through. Ah, yes! Who was he again? I forgot his name already. I'm Sasori Fujishiro, you arrogant shogun! Oh, right! Thanks for correcting me, Nizuone. Weren't you a pile of mess back then? I liked you better that way. And getting some golden armor, too. How luxurious and enviable you are. Yes, Nizu is right. It said so earlier. Don't give him the satisfaction of pissing you off, Ototo. That's what he always does to his non-dolls. Typical taunting behavior. But enough taunting. Let's begin, shall we? I know you've got your arsenals with you, but I'll surmount them all the same and go beyond your expectations. A doll will ever remain a doll. They can't change. If you're so adamant in proving me wrong, then have at it. I'll be happy to educate you. Wah! Okay, for those who don't like counting and what easier maths, yeah. Whoa! Rudo Musaraki! Shukusan Shimasu, make those two disgusting demons perish! Nissan! Don't lose focus, Sasori. You and Krumko, go and deal with the dragon. You heard your sister. Don't get distracted. I'm going to need your help here. Alright, let's do this, Krumko-san. Huh? What is that? There are spirits and there's 4 of them. Looks like this time we're not following purification rules. If we want to damage this amethyst dragon, we're going to have to pick a spirit value from the pool. The directions follow the same as the purification ones, so pressing the corresponding direction to the SV should input the variable just like last time. Those spirits up top seem to display a number of sorts as well. If we pick an SV value, the enemy spirit would pick one as well. I think the two displays are between our SV input values are comparative numbers. Left for the amethyst dragon and right for us. The point is to make sure our total values are higher than the dragon's. Are we actually facing him by counting or something? I swear this domain is just math central. We should get started. When you're ready to start the assault, let me know. Begin round 3, 2, 1. Count! There's an opening. Time to exploit it. Now! Okay, so I just gotta keep adding so I get higher than theirs. So pick like the highest numbers. When I'm not like panicking and just doing it. You know what? Go! I don't have to think. It's Hawk mode. Take this! I'm so dumb. Oh my gosh. Take this! We're getting there. What's it doing? Oh, this is bad. Just like the spirits, that thing's adapting. It's going to increase its regenerative spirit value. I might be able to slow its halt or spectrum with new poison power of mine. I suppose those tails should be useful for something. Then use it when we need it. When needed. Okay, I should be able to like click on them and use it, right? Okay, I think that worked. Just a little more. I'm gonna lose this. I'm not going to lose this big giant serpent. I've dealt with worse monsters, combat or otherwise, than you. Poison? This is spiritual poison. We best hurry. Oh, great. What does his do? Oh, that's why they were so high. Cause he's like, oh hey, I can. That's why it's his special thing. Okay. It's recovering. No, I'm not falling, Nichan! Again! Ever again! Never again! What's this resonance? My power is on overdrive. What in the world did Shishori do? No time to ponder, though. This limit break isn't going to last. Focus. What? The dragon's energy is amplifying at an incredible rate. It's gonna be alright. I can break the cap limit for a limited time. Just focus up while the effects are active. Whoops, I screwed up. Well, I clicked it, didn't I? Oh, there we go. I have to do it. Okay, there we go. Now I understand. I was doing it wrong. But I have to do it on a cooldown. Okay, there we go. There we go. I won't be falling, Nichan. For I, Nizu Oni, shall surpass you. Fujishiro's or something else. You can tap into spiritual power so adeptly after a single attempt. Even with my Megiddo affecting your spiritual flow, you went beyond even my expectations. Then I best not lag behind. I'll reward your tenacity, Shishori Fujishiro. Kablamo! Those two men are supposed to be nothing more than your followers! How can they weaken the dragon's might? The amethyst power is weakening, which means I should be able to break through now. Arrogant as it may seem, you're still my toy here. All I have to do is win you over and the amethyst's full might will be mine. Why do you need me, though? The amethyst's been awfully annoying to me, you see. Thing is, if I don't make you my doll, it won't respond to my wishes. So my hands are tied. How degenerative that amethyst. Well, you'll find that making me into a doll will be far more difficult than you think. Oh, don't worry. I just have to win you over this once here in this domain. We're counting and exceeding expectations rules supreme. How would lose to a toy, that's for sure. Arrogant mongrel. Then see how far you can break me then. Okay. We're gonna play as her. Talk, yes. The perfect doll, and you won't stop it! I reject your doll obsession of me, you disgusting tool. I've been granted this extended opportunity to put an end to your stupidity once and for all. You've been a thorn on the Fujishiro clan for generations. It is time I surpass you. How cute! The doll can bark! Well, I suppose I'm gonna have to mold you to my expectations the long and hard way then. You failed to save your brother! You had to get that Oni to help you out! You haven't surpassed me yet! I'm not going to deny that I wasn't able to save Shishori Ototo on my own, but I'm not about to make the same mistake twice. Thanks to him sharing his Megiddo energy with me, I'm able to quickly adapt to his nature. Oh yeah? We'll adapt to this! You may have your tricks, but this time I'm not going to hold myself back. What does this do? Divine. Oh, that's this thing. Oh, wrong one, dang it. Your little healing tricks are getting old fast, old man. First those tormented spirits, then my Ototo. I'm halting that little trick of yours. How did you manage to stop my regeneration? My Ototo taught me a thing or two about poisons too, you know. You think I only specialize in one trick? Think again. Yeah, my amethyst staff! How'd you even manage to get a steal like I go? You know what? It doesn't matter. Now you can't influence the field as strongly as you used to. I'm going to finish this. You think you're so clever, don't you? Forget it then! I'll dispose of you just like any other Fujishiro men! How fast you change your tune. But I'll throw those words back in your face then. We'll see who's in the right. You screwed up a little. My bad. Oops. I looked at him for a second and then hit the button. Whoops. That's on me. You're very stubborn. It's honestly admirable how tenacious you can be. It's simply because I've been waiting for this. It's been years. My parents, my beloved, my brother, everyone from the Fujishiro clan, you enslaved. It all ends here. What? Not enough. More. I'm not going to. Oh. I am pressing it. Oh, there we go. More. So stop. More. See, I hit it too fast. Whoops. He has no legs. Oh. Oh, we're sending him to the Shadow Realm in style. She did it. She purified this entire domain out. Wow, she used a fraction of my powers after seeing it just once. Honestly, that was quite the admirable feat. I've been teaching it to Akarambo, but he couldn't even muster anything resembling a Megiddo factor. Nichan? Where are you? Over there. I see her. Oh no. Nichan! It's Nissan, you sentimental idiot. Can I just call you that before you... No, I can't accept this. You saved me. I should save you in turn. Damn it. Even with this Oni power, I can't even heal your spirit. It's pointless. I exerted so much beyond death. I don't think I can outwit death anymore, Sashori. Kromako-san, please, can't you do anything? She exerted all of her spirit from that spiritual strike, Shisori. I'm afraid, even with my Megiddo, she's already expired so much I can't recover it fast enough. No. Shut up, Shisori. Stop being such a crybaby before I move on from this existence. Besides, at least now, if I have the chance to meet him again in another life, that would be a blessing. Honestly, the fact that she's capable of using her spiritual prowess to replicate my Megiddo's amp is already impressive. To quickly adapt in such a short time and use it to purge Taminobu from the Jewel's force. Honestly, despite her spiritual limits, her will truly exceeds even my expectations. I don't have much time left anyhow. I'm only asking this one big favor of you, Shisori, and I want you to promise me to abide by this. What is it? I'll do anything! Forget the Fujishiro. Carve your own identity. That's all I ask. I will. Good. Sob. I don't know her all that well, but with her willpower truly brings some men to shame. Able to face death with pride, a samurai through and through. Perhaps that's her answer to her existence, and she decided to end her legacy in this manner before moving on to another life somewhere. It happens. I wonder, would I be able to find my answer to my own existence as well, beyond just a conglomerate of my own empire? Thank you for everything, Fujisaki. You've been the best sister I could have ever asked for. I know it's a little weird for me to be wearing armor in your funeral, but Kromako wants to respect you as a samurai would, hence why he dressed for the part. You know you don't have to follow my footsteps, right? This is probably the last time I'll wear armor as a reasonable excuse. Still though, I honestly can't believe I'm doing this. I'm getting sentimental, but this new form of his, why can't I help but feel a midge of sympathy for him? Kromako-san, thank you for giving me a small piece of your land for Fujisaki. You're such a polite little fellow, huh? Well, you're welcome. But you know that I'm basically exceeding the help quota here, right? I know. My sister gave me all of her memories of her contract with the one who knows who killed your Enmadayo. The magical girl that killed your Enmadayo is one of the miracle bearers. They come in a 5-color set. The yellow one, Selena Solaria, was the one that did the deed. She has the ability to star punch demons to complete dust, so she fought him one-on-one and ended up victorious against him. Her reasoning apparently is because your Enmadayo intends to release all the Onigashima into our world, which will spiral into an unmitigated chaos. That actually adds up. Enma-sama was pierced with a star-shaped hole in his entire chest. It's coming back to me. Miracle Yellow. That's the one. That's the one for what Enma-sama said. Regardless of her motivations, she still does the deed. I lost my former purpose thanks to her. Did she tell you where did she get the info? There might be more that leads there. Apparently it's from her contractor. The one that extended her spirit long enough to find you. Do you have a name for that contractor then? Own. The Death Warlock of the Multiverse. Apparently he's been all over the multiverse inciting death, void, and nihility at random points in time. It's difficult to predict when he'll strike next. As for how he knows, she actually doesn't know herself, so that info's a bust. He's only telling my sister on a need-to-know basis. Do you know where she met this warlock then? That one I had no clue. She met him in a voidless unknown. I can't really vouch for its location. That's too vague for me to lock on a location. Drats. That's all she knows, I'm afraid. She doesn't know where Selena is. Although I know who killed my master, I don't know where to find her. The world beyond ours is vast. How in the world am I going to even find someone like her? Just so you know, my sister definitely knows that she isn't here. Otherwise, she would have gone to her instead of you. From the memory she inherited to me, she's on a timer apparently, and only would refer to you as a last resort since she has been searching for years before she cut her losses and decided to enlist you. That's fair. She'd probably trust someone who's less ogre-looking, and this matches up with what she said when she asked me back then. But it's best I set aside the past. What matters now is Sashori here. He's not going to survive on his own as a Nizu Oni here. And I best ask him. I have a question unrelated to all this, though. What about you? What about me? You're effectively cut off from your past life, your identity, and everything that would define you as Sashori Fujishiro. What will you decide now in this new life granted by both myself and your sister? I decided on a new identity, just like what Fujisaki wanted. She said herself that she wanted the Fujishiro clan to be a thing of the past. Picked a name for myself, too. You can call me Nezumaki from now on. Alright, Nezumaki. What's your plan from here on? What will your next purpose be now that you've taken on a new identity? I only ask for one thing right now. Will you make me your vassal? So he wants to work under me, huh? That's his answer. You went above and beyond for both me and Fujisaki. I want to learn from someone who has experienced hardship. And you served Enmadayo, managing an entire enterprise to take charge of the situation with such maturity, truly beyond the expectations of your status and appearance. I wanted to learn some traits from you, if you would have me, that is. You never asked me of anything in your last words, Fujisaki Fujishiro. Considering the deal's already done and dusted, I've decided I'll nurture him till he's independent enough. This is my final charity to you, to go past the limits of your deal. You sure you want me to work you to the bone, then? I'm not exactly the nicest Oni on the block. Well, I don't want your status as an Oni to blind my preconceived notions about your race as a whole. I'd be a hypocrite, after all, considering who I am now. If that's the case, then, you better brush up on your management skills, because being my vassal requires dedication and effort. And trust me, I may not be a ruthless boss, but I won't coddle you either. You're going to have to really prove you can go even further beyond. I'm willing to try. And that's all I ask. Now let's go. I'll hand you your first order as my vassal once I give you a tour of one of my factories. I hope you're not expecting me to actually manage an entire company on my own. That's overkill, even for me. Well, I wonder about that. That's the story of how I ended up saving one Fujishiro, now named Nezumaki, from his former sister's tormentor, Taminobu. Funny how he too decided to carve out a new identity for himself. The parallels are very intriguing, to say the least. Although the fun times do have to end eventually, and it's back to the usual old grind. Maybe one day, at some point in time, I would be able to confront Enma-sama's killer. And I'll batter her just as hard as she did to my former master. Yay! We did it. And with like 30 seconds to go. Thereabouts. Yay! Credits. Such thanks to all those people. Sweet. It's the end of the route, and by proxy, the end of the prototype demo. If reception is well, the other routes then the other routes may open up. Nice, very nice. I quite like it. See, think about all your games, Barry. You have this huge overarching story, which, to be perfectly honest for me, half the time I forget a lot about it. That's on me. But I like how you incorporate everything, but it also can stand on its own, where it doesn't have, you don't really have to know what's going on. It helps, it enhances things. Yes, timer's done. I'm being honest. But it enhances things if you know what's going on, but it's not 100% necessary, and the games stand on their own. So I do appreciate that. And I do like the custom battle was very unique. I did like that.